Good day, and thank you for joining me with the latest edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews online. As always, I appreciate your time, and hopefully, you will find this review quite informative. And the book that I'm about to review for you is one that you will definitely, seriously consider adding to your collection, and you should. The book this time out is Happy Forever. My Musical Adventures with the Turtles, Frank Zappa, T-Rex, Flo Eddie And More by Mark Volman with John Cody. This is published by Jawbone Press and it retails for $32.95. I've got to make a confession here. Back in the 60s, one of my favorite bands was the Turtles, and two of their songs I consider, if I were going to do a top 50 list of the 60s favorite tunes of mine, Happy Together and She'd Rather Be With Me would both be way up there in the top 10. Mark Volman was part of the Turtles with Howard Kaylan, and they were the founding members of the band. And in this book, there is just so much information. Basically, the book is told through quotes from the people in the band and those who knew them. Now, the Turtles, actually, let me say something about Mark Volman. In June of 2023, he was diagnosed with Lewy body dementia. And so it's great that this book was created, as the dementia gets worse. Perhaps his recounting of his life with the Turtles and outside the Turtles may fade a little. But through this book, you learn so much more about, in the beginning, Howard Kaylan and Mark Volman, who were the founding members of the Turtles. They were in a group earlier called the Crossfires. And it was like a garage band. And they did release a couple of singles that, obviously nobody really knew about, and they went nowhere. But still, once they joined the Turtles, there was just one hit after another, and culminating in Happy Together, which was actually their only number one song on the Billboard charts. Their other songs charted high as well, too, but Happy Together was the only one that went to number one. And in this book, we get quotes from so many people, names that you will definitely recognize. Mickey Dolenz, who used to be in the Monkees, Ray Manzarek, who used to be in the Doors, Felix Cavalier from the Rascals. There is just actually Tommy James from Tommy James and the Shondells, Ron Dante, a famous producer and songwriter. So, and Alice Cooper. Let's not forget Alice. They were very good friends once the Turtles sort of disbanded, Mark and Howard were not allowed to use the name the Turtles because of contractual obligations. So they went out as Flo and Eddie. Now, Mark was the guy with the curly hair and the horn-rimmed glasses. He was like the clown on stage. He really didn't play an instrument, but he did play a tambourine. He played a mean tambourine, and so that's what he was noted for. But Flo and Eddie are associated with so many bands that they did backup vocals for on records. They were part of the tours. Most notably, Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. There's an interesting relationship with them. T-Rex, which was a big band in the 70s, and they even performed on Bruce Springsteen's Hungry Heart. And they also did backing vocals and part of the production for such bands as Duran Duran, the Ramones, Blondie. The list seems endless, but this book is really a who's of the music world. They talk about, being part of the Turtles, the Crossfires, Flo and Eddie, and afterward. And we even learn some interesting anecdotes from some of the people who do add quotes, because Mickey Dolenz says he was actually asked to be the drummer for the Mothers of Invention, and he had to turn it down because he was still under contract with RCA Victor Records. So there's just one interesting quip after another. But the people here is just absolutely amazing. All the people. Paul Williams as well. He has his quotes. And Danny Hutton from Three Dog Night. He talks about the association with the pair, Volman, and it's just absolutely, and there's pictures here too, so you cannot go wrong. If you were a music lover from the 60s and beyond with the Turtles, Flo and Eddie, and the association with all the other bands, you got to add this book to your collection. It is a classic. Mark Volman is definitely quite the guy. He doesn't have a lot of quotes in the book. Everybody else adds their quotes, but this book is definitely one you have to add to your collection. This is definitely a keeper. If anybody wants to borrow this, they're going to put a down payment on in case they lose it, because this is a valuable book that I'm keeping forever. So it'll keep me happy forever. So anyways, that's the book I wanted to draw to your attention today. Hopefully you will very seriously consider purchasing it, because it is one you will love and you will keep and refer to it many times just for all the names in the book. So thank you as always for watching my video. We will be back, or I will be back. There's no we here, there's only me. So anyways, till we meet again, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.